I'm regional media film critic Sean Patrick with a review of Honeyglue, starring Adriana Mather and Zach Villa. Honeyglue tells the story of Morgan, who has a brain tumor, and Jordan, who is a gender-defying artist, and their unique teen romance. And yes, this is a teen romance with all the heightened emotions and very self-involved sort of drama that comes with a teen romance. This one just happens to have the melancholic specter of death hanging over it, as Morgan only has 3 months to live. In that time, the two form an incredible bond and a very believable true love story among, again, a pair of teenagers who don't have the kind of time or perspective to worry about what other people think, including Morgan's family, who at first are very, very resistant to Jordan, but recognize in a reasonable amount of time that he is what makes her happy in these final months of her life. The film is very sad, but also extraordinarily charming at times, with especially a time when the two decide to get married and go on a honeymoon. They actually do really have some very strong chemistry, a great deal of charm, and even as there is this melancholy specter that hangs over the entire film, it still finds a way to be sweet and funny and charming while still being sad and acknowledging this big thing that is hanging over the entire romance. This could edge towards Nicholas Sparks territory, but the film kind of takes a different tact by becoming a little overly arty and pretentious. Not in such a bad way that it gets cloying or annoying, but rather in that kind of way that teenagers are some teenagers can be kind of arty and pretentious and think that the only important thing in the world is them. For Morgan, that's kind of true. I mean, she does only have 3 months to live, but she kind of has an excuse to be self-involved. But you see what I mean? It's kind of emblematic of sort of teenagers of all generations, that you see things in a very specific way, and this is a film that really understands the way that these specific teenagers think. I like these performances. Adriana Mather is very warm and very sweet and very sad in the role of Morgan, and the young man Zach Villa gives a wonderful performance as Jordan, this guy who refuses to be defined by society, and yet finds love and finds acceptance in a way that is fitting of who he is. It's a really wonderful performance on his part, and really a pretty wonderful film for the most part. It does edge toward, again, being a little too arty and pretentious in its presentation and its cinematography, the use of kind of filmmaking tactics that are a tad bit over the top. But overall, I really did enjoy this film. I do find it very charming, very sad, very sweet, but kind of wonderful in so many ways. I do recommend Honeyglue. It's available on demand beginning now, as we speak. It's already available on demand, and it'll be in some theaters nationwide this weekend. I'm Sean Patrick.